guys, welcome to the Level Up Health Podcast. Today we have Dustin Kramer on the show. I hope you all enjoy Mr. Dustin Kramer.
I've known you for a few years now.
Yep.
I have learned some things about you. At first, I wasn't really all that sure about you. I was kind of like, I'm kind of shady.
Yeah.
You're hard to get. You're a hard one to crack.
Right. Well, being in this industry for as long as I have, I've had to put up a wall because only so many people can crack through or jump over that wall because I have so many people that want to break through that wall or jump over that wall because,
they jump the wall.
Who I is is great.
Yeah.
And no, I've only gotten close to a certain handful of travel agents in this lifetime.
It takes tequila. I think that's the
right, which is not to say that I'm standoffish. It's just that if you're going to put the work in, then I'll
that's right.
open up a little bit.
That's true.
And if you invite
it's
me,
not like you don't talk to people. You're very personable.
Right. No, exactly.
But it's like, really?
Well, I'm an open book now. If you'd like, ask any question you'd like.
Right. So you love tequila.
I do. Actually,
I've sat through a lot of tequila tasting with you.
Mi padre just returned from Mexico last night, on their little trip they take.
Did he make it into work on time today?
I think he just came through the door. I don't know. Yes, I see his motorcycle out there. But no, we did. He brought like 4 tequilas. 4
tequilas?
Tequilas, I think. He brought 4. 3 of them he purchased. One was from the room, Don Julio. But yeah, we tried them last night. All of them delicious. All different types. Blanco, Reposado, Añejo.
Yeah. Have you ever got me to drink tequila?
Have I? I don't know.
I don't think so. I usually, I'm a bourbon girl.
Yeah. I seem to remember just Jack and Coke.
Uh-huh.
Which they have in Mexico, so that's impressive.
I know, right? Thank God for small favors, because I don't do tequila well.
It is an art form to drink.
I ate the worm that one day.
Yeah,
out of the mezcal bottle.
Yeah. Hey, you got to live life on the edge sometimes.
That's right.
Especially in these times, 2020.
Yeah, it's true.
So do your listeners know who I am?
No.
Oh.
So Dustin is like the
searching for words.
I know. Dustin is what's your title? Chief Creative Officer.
Chief Creative Officer. Yep.
At Luxevo Vacations, which is my host agency. You own your own bread company called
I do.
Atticus Bread Company, and it's tasty. Mm-hmm. Remember what I told you? You're like, I don't like sourdough. And you're like, no, you do.
Yeah.
And it was good.
Yeah, I actually am going to be at 2 new farmers markets this month.
Congratulations.
One, which I was just found out the average personnel that walk through is like 200 to 300 people. But I'm only bringing like 16 loaves. So good luck.
You're going to have to get a bakery going here pretty soon.
I know, right? Chief Creative Officer, which is kind of just the title. I mean, I wear many hats.
I know you do. Isn't it fun?
Yes.
The family business structure dynamic.
You can only print so many titles on a business card before you get a 4x4 like business card.
Exactly. And you're a yoga instructor.
Correct.
That's probably something a lot of people don't know about you.
I know. It's many hats in the office and outside of the office.
Uh-huh.
I also just bought a motorcycle.
Oh, you did?
I bought a hog just recently.
Ooh. I got rid of mine when I had kids, so I had to go Jeep girl instead.
I feel like that's the trajectory is like bicycle, 4-wheeler, motorcycle, Jeep, side-by-side, or whatever those things are that you drive around the farm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's like a bougie cafe racer, something the thin mustached hipster would ride. So, yeah.
Really? What'd you get?
Cool. It's a Royal Enfield.
Okay.
one of the oldest manufactured motorcycles since 1901.
Nice.
Click the link in the description. Anyway.
You're like a fellow pianist.
Oh my Lord. Yeah. Jeez. I am.
You are.
Yes, I play which is it's kind of ironic. I play the piano. I've got this cafe racer. It's like I'm Billy Joel all over again.
Yeah.
Right?
Who knew you were so cool?
Just not a jerk from New York.
No.
Which I love.
Ohio. From Ohio.
Yeah. Ohio. Went to California for a little bit.
How was California? It's like something you kind of skip over.
I know, because it was only a half year of my life.
Okay.
It was great. Is this a explicit podcast? Meaning I can say whatever?
Yeah, you can say whatever you want.
Okay, good. So yeah, I went to California. I got my medical card within like 3 hours of being there. Don't even think we unpacked the car yet. I lived in a ex-movie producer's refurbished garage that had a loft, and he was good friends with Buzz Aldrin. Nice. And Buzz Aldrin would be over all the time in his little Ford Focus. So that was cool. We were like a mile away from Venice Beach. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then I came back here not here, but to Ohio, and then down to Florida, and here we are,
Yeah. So you've been in Florida how long?
Since 2015.
And
5 years.
Love it?
Yes and no.
Okay.
Yes, I like it, but I don't like the fact that there's like no hills, and sometimes the heat is unsurvivable. It's just obnoxious. And
that's how I feel about Florida.
Yeah.
I like cool weather. I like fall.
Well, and the water is in the summertime. It's like it's a bathtub. There's no way to really refresh yourself unless you go in the AC, and then it's like,
right.
People are like, oh, well, in Ohio in the wintertime, you're inside all the time. I'm like, yeah, well, in Florida in the summertime, you're inside all the time. So
yeah, because it's just hot.
Gotta weigh your options. Yeah. But no. Mm-hmm. But here I am in Florida doing the travel agent thing, doing the bread thing, doing the bike thing.
You do a lot of like branding, marketing type stuff. Do you enjoy doing it, or is it just like you're good at it and so you get to do it?
It's a little bit of both.
Yeah.
I enjoy doing it, and I think that's what makes it come so easily. Like my therapist said, she was very impressed that how quickly I got all my bread stuff, like logo, business cards, this, that, and the other thing. I'm like, yeah,
that's your thing.
I do it myself, so I don't have to worry about, having someone else do it and going back and forth with ideas and stuff. Yeah, I enjoy it. I try to pass that talent on to our lovely agents.
Yeah.
And have them just use what I do's so that they can just learn how to.
That's like one of the awesome, in my opinion, one of like the awesome things about Luxevo. You have all of this branded, wonderful, beautiful content that's recognizable. And then you have these agents that are like, no, I want my own .com or I want my own whatever. And it's like, you don't have time to be everything in your own business. So why don't you just use what's there, because it's awesome, first of all. And second of all, like focus on sales, focus on getting the content out there, focus on putting video content out there. That's what you need to be creating, is the video content and the live stuff, and giving your, creating those relationships.
Right.
I don't know how to beat it into their heads.
It's not, it's not a bad thing that I've found a few agents who have kind of veered away from the Luxevo thing. They're an agent under us, but they've, come up with their own little name and whatnot. And the only thing I can think of, without putting words in some of their mouths, is that they don't feel busy enough, or they don't feel like it is their company without having to run a website and come up with all this other stuff. I don't know. That's just my assumption.
It's a waste of time. It's a waste of effort. It's a waste of money.
It's looking for their own identity,
You can have your own identity right right at Luxevo.
True.
I mean,
some of our most successful agents sell under the Luxevo name. So
it's because we don't waste time doing stuff like building websites and making our own content that sucks.
yes, but Weebly and Square, they make it so easy.
They do, but it still takes time. And yeah. And I mean, I can't explain to some of these people, like, I've even seen it from people thinking about becoming an agent, and they think, I can't join Luxevo because I'm not going to stand out because I don't have my own name and I don't have my own creative whatever freedom.
I don't know. I always, even in my 3-day training speech, talk about Pampered Chef and like It Works and things like that, where, you know, none of these people join Pampered Chef or It Works and try and come up with their own name.
They're MLMs though.
Right.
Let's use more like a Remax or State Farm, where you have those independent
Keller Williams.
Yeah. Those have recognizable names and those agents stand out.
Right.
You put your face where it needs to be and get in front of people and they know who you are.
You do something unique. Like there's this guy I follow on Instagram called the Heli Realtor.
Yeah.
Heli. So I don't know if it's Remax or Keller or who he sells under, but his shtick, his niche is he has his helicopter pilot's license and he sells $1 million homes and he takes people to these houses in his helicopter. He'll do helicopter tours of these houses. And so that's what,
amazing.
You know, how he stands out. And you just got to do something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't do it all for you. I'd love to, but I got bread to make.
That's right. You know, I love that you're making bread because it just kind of is like that thing that you do. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. It is.
Like, do you love it on a level you'll just do it forever, or is it?
Yeah, there's something about when you make it and put it in the oven and then you lift the lid of the Dutch oven and you see, because it's like a snowflake. Every single loaf is slightly different.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's all that anticipation because, you know, it's a slow fermented sourdough. So it takes like 2 days and then you finally bake it and it's like, So it's beautiful. Which is why I have new stickers, which I'm sure you can't see, but it says, "You had me at bread."
I love it.
Yeah.
I liked your post. Was it yesterday?
Possibly.
I liked it.
YouTube post?
I don't know that I actually liked it, but I liked it. I'm telling you, I liked it. I don't need to just hit the like button. I can be like, Dustin, I really like your post.
I need that validation though. That social media validation.
I probably liked it. I don't remember. But it's like in my head, so apparently it like made an impact, right?
Yeah.
It's good. So you are like the creative, artistic, talented, like know your shit when it comes to branding. Like if I had a question when it came to marketing branding, like you would be my first call.
I don't necessarily answer the phone because
you always answer when I call.
Let's not promote that. You know, it's a marketing book to give a mouse a muffin and a mouse a cookie or something.
Yeah.
Basically, this boy gives this moose a muffin, and then he keeps showing up, and then he takes them to the store, and they buy yarn, and they make these and they're putting on puppet shows, and it's just like this kid gets in trouble because he wasted all of his time hanging out with this moose who he gave a muffin to, who if he just wouldn't have given the moose a muffin, then he wouldn't have gone through all this trouble. So that's kind of why I don't promote the whole like, oh, hit me up if you text me late at night, call me and whatnot.
No, you got to value your time on a level that you can't do that.
I have the answers for you if you need them, but
during business hours only.
During business hours, email me, please.
Right.
Yeah.
No, there's all that great content and like, whose idea was it to brand all of that awesome content and just throw it up there for everyone to use? Was that your idea?
It was a little bit of mine and mi padre's.
Okay.
We were both kind of firing on the same cylinder with that idea because it just makes sense,
Yeah.
being in the industry and seeing all those from the previous host to all of the people, Bob's River Tours and Sunshine Vacations LLC. It's like, how do you market that? But yeah, just taking out all the guesswork and making it easy for people. It just made sense,
Does make sense. And
These
I honestly
companies-
can't in my head think of another host agency that does that. Are there any?
I don't think so.
I don't
I mean,
think so
I
either.
think there are some that have stuff they
Random.
provide, but not
Not on this level.
necessarily on this level, not necessarily relevant. I'm not sure any have actually sent teams down to take pictures of resorts
Right.
and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, we're not the cheapest host either. So,
No. Nor should you be. You've got all this
Right.
extra value. You've got,
well, and now we've got
exclusive fam trips. Who offers those?
I know, right? Who wants to go on a fam trip with competition?
No.
I say that, yeah, we're going to, all the Luxevo agents are on a fam, but we aren't competition.
No, we're family.
Sell Egypt, and I don't know how to sell Egypt, so I'll be like, oh, you need to talk to Cass, and you don't know how to sell Ireland, and I know how to sell, so we just bounce it around, a little ping pong of scratching backs.
It's like when I get called to book a cruise.
What's that?
Right. No thanks.
Is that thing you used to be able to do a year ago?
Yeah, that doesn't exist right now. Are there any things? I don't even know if there's anything sailing right now. I have no idea.
The only cruise sailing that's going on is me taking people on the boat, but there's only like 9 people that can go on it. So get your deposits in now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a shame.
I have to ask this question because if
Please.
I don't,
I feel like I'm on trial.
I'm gonna get beat with baseball bats or something about 3:00 this afternoon. Do you Fortnite?
Fortnite?
Yeah.
I don't. The only thing I do, I mean, I can do the dances and whatnot.
Yeah.
Put that in my repertoire of things. But I play Grand Theft Auto and Red Dead Redemption. Those are really the only. It's the same game, just one takes place in the 90s and the other takes place in the 1800s. So.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't get into the mainstream games.
I'm not a gamer.
Plus, when do I have time to do it?
Right?
Bread and work and bike ride.
Yeah. I keep telling my kids like this gaming thing you're doing, like it's a waste of time if you ever think you're gonna be like some big gamer on YouTube. Like that's already covered. People got that going on.
Yeah, true.
Should have started that 10 years ago when you were like, 1.
So there you go. She shoots down her kids' hopes and dreams.
I'm horrible like that, but
Wonderful.
I think a little bit of dose of reality is good.
Well, it's like my brother's father-in-law's Cajun uncle says, you got to get it started if you want to get it done. So though they might not have started when they were 1, you got to start somewhere. You got to start now. And hey, that relates to the whole travel thing too with these,
Got to get started.
If you want to get it done.
If you have a dream, you have to have a goal. And if you have a goal, you have to have a path. You might be successful.
You will be successful. Come on, we got to manifest.
Well,
We got to manifest.
Yeah,
That's what we learn in yoga.
I know. I love manifesting. That's something like we don't talk about in the travel industry.
No. Vision boards and things and manifesting it and making it happen.
Yeah.
It's not an easy industry.
No, it's not. And I think there's a lot of, oh, hey, this is easy. Like, come do it. Be fun with us. And then they sit and twiddle their thumbs like, oh, what do I do now?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't afford this monthly payment. Probably shouldn't be doing it then.
Well,
you don't start a business for free.
No, you don't.
It costs money. It costs time.
True.
If you can last 5 years, you'll probably get there.
Yeah, this is very true. Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen
confidence.
I mean, there have been people who have been on now almost a year and a half, 2 years, and are just now
Right. Just now.
Well, and then they got, COVID comes and it's like, and they're sticking through that too. It's just like,
I know.
they're the warriors,
COVID's been real rough.
But you were at the last 3-day training,
Yeah.
right? I think.
Yeah.
So, my dad does the whole thing he does the Forrest Gump thing where they take the boat out and they're out trying to catch shrimp and whatnot. And then all the boats in the harbor got destroyed from the hurricane and, they felt all defeated. But when, Forrest and them, they caught all that shrimp, blah, 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 that whole story he tells where like,
we're all left. Those of us that are left.
Don't jump ship now because people are going to need them travel agents.
Mm-hmm.
And you might.
And the other thing is like we're an aging group.
Yes.
What's the average age of a travel agent? Do you know? Last time I looked, it was like 60 something.
Yeah, that sounds right. But I would say maybe like high 40s.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're probably right.
Yeah. That's at least the
so
age.
all you 20-year-olds, get your shit together.
This is true. But they don't want to, the 20-year-olds, because I was talking with Vanessa.
Oh, yeah.
Which, you know who I'm talking about when I say just Vanessa. I was talking with her about it and she was like, I just want to like post pictures and get people hyped up and talk to people about travel, but I don't really want to book it, and do all that work. So can I just send my leads to somebody and then get a cut? And I'm like, I've been trying to put some kind of app together like that forever for like the 18 to 30-year-olds to just drum up business and then have the older folk who don't want to be in the spotlight book it.
Can we do that with the Book Luxevo app? That might be a good question for someone.
Possibly down the line. I think that what I'm talking about, though, is like a whole another beast in itself.
Could be.
Yeah. But, I mean, I don't want to jump ahead or anything. Is the Book Luxevo app on your list of things to ask Dustin?
It is.
Oh.
So we have this new thing at Luxevo.
Mm-hmm.
The Book Luxevo social media manager for Facebook for agents to use. I bought it, like the value's there, like right out of the gate. I was stoked. I was stoked.
Yeah.
It was a no-brainer because I know how much time I'd spent scheduling and posting and doing all of the things, and it has everything in it. So I was like, hell yeah, I need this. And so does every other travel agent on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if there was anyone thinking about joining a host agency and Luxevo was in the top 3, like, how do you think they would think about Luxevo if they knew that you have this amazingness with the Book Luxevo going on?
It would need some explaining, obviously, which we have ways of doing that. But really, once you get the person who's sitting on the fence about what agency to go with, once you get them past the whole like people aren't looking at your website and booking trips with you. Once you get them past that and they're like, oh, okay, Facebook business page. Okay. Yeah. I'm okay. Oh, word of mouth. Okay. Then you can kind of really reel them in with like this app, which in a nutshell to those, it is basically me and some other people schedule content and then it gets pushed to your Facebook business page while you just kind of sit back and watch it happen. Or
you don't even have to watch it happen. It just does it.
It just does it. Exactly. But so yes, it's definitely it's a no-brainer. People, it'd be foolish to go with someone else because you're going to have to come up with your own name and business cards and website, and then you have to make your own social media. And it's not the end all cure all either. This is like going to be a silly way to put it, but like, okay, so you got a garden and you get these automatic sprinklers to it. Yeah. That's great. It waters it for you without you having to do anything, but you still need to like
Pull the
trim the
weeds.
weeds and do the thing. You still need to get into your Facebook and
Yeah.
engage and
Right, yeah.
and
Go
see
live.
go live, all that stuff. Because, Heidi here in the office, Heidi Hagen, she
Love
she
Heidi.
was saying, she's like, how is have you seen other agents, how their engagement's been on there, and just like, how are they getting any traffic or whatnot from this? And I asked her, because she's like, it's not going so well for her, and I asked her, well, are you logging on and engaging? And she kind of puzzled looked at me like, what do you mean? What is in this engaging thing? I'm like, are you liking other people's stuff? Are you going into groups as your page and talking? Are you answering questions? Are you putting your 2 cents in? Because we're automatically publishing things to your Facebook page, but Mark and his buddies in Silicon Valley are going, this is just a business page. It doesn't do anything. They're just takers. They're not givers. So we're not going to show their stuff to anybody. So yeah, that's the thing. I've seen people who have
you still have a relationship to build.
Yes, you still.
It's just keeping it relevant. That's all it's doing for you.
Yes, you still. I mean, honestly, that's the easy part. Just having to go in and engage.
Yeah,
that's the easy part. The hard part is finding images and coming up with
It's
clever
very
things to say.
consuming.
So I mean, golly, if I spend 5 to 6 hours coming up with stuff, that's 5 to 6 hours I'm saving you, and possibly more because I've been doing it longer. So it's probably saving you like 10 hours.
Exactly.
And what can you do in those 10 hours?
A lot. You can get out there, go to the coffee shop, talk to people. Mm-hmm. Think about 10 hours a week. If you spend 2 hours at the coffee shop every single day, how many people are you talking to? I mean, if you don't talk to anybody, that's ridiculous. But if you legitimately are getting out there and talking to people about travel and how you just went to Mexico or you were just in Florida or whatever, that is a huge bonus right now, because letting people know that travel's okay again.
Yeah.
Big.
The whole investing in your business thing, because it is a business.
It is.
Right now would be, unless you're like a government worker or you're in some kind of health industry or whatnot, right now would be the time to get to Mexico or get to somewhere just to ride that wave of everything's good. Look at all these people in their face shields and masks and all these protocols that they're doing, and go live and show your potential clients and family and friends what's going on. I did
a series because I went to Florida and then I turned around and I went to Vegas.
Yeah.
I did a whole people watching in the airport series.
Oh,
that's pretty amazing. Not only amazing, but seriously, people have been walking up to me oh my God, that was the best thing ever. I laughed so hard. And it was just something basic that I do all the time in the airport. But when you see people in hazmat suits in the airport, it's I got to share this with everybody, right?
And they're not paid workers.
No, they're travelers. Who wants to do that? Ugh. Yeah. I mean, when you fly in O'Hare and it's a ghost town, why you need a hazmat suit?
I know. To each their own.
That's right. There was somebody in a Dalmatian suit as well.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, but so anyway.
I missed, here's the one that I missed. This guy gets off the airplane in Chicago screaming and running down through the terminal. Where the weed at?
Where the weed at? In Chicago?
Yeah, I about lost it. It was 6 o'clock in the morning.
Maybe he's a wake and baker.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
I don't know where he was coming from, but he was definitely stoked that weed was legal in Illinois.
Oh, it's legal. Okay, well that makes sense. I didn't know that. I don't keep track of all that stuff.
Oh yeah, what state? Yeah.
Now, if there was an app or something that I could easily just download and it would show me which ones.
You not just that it would do me any good. It all pops up with a map. It's fine.
Oh, okay. Google. Never heard of that.
Right? Let's Google. Yeah. People in the airport at 6 a.m. are funny.
They are. The joys of traveling.
That's part of what I do enjoy about traveling. It's just watching people.
Airports and malls. Great.
Malls
places.
are dead anymore.
Well, yeah.
So are airports, but
yeah. This is
I don't know. There was a huge difference though in like number of people at the airport between the time I went to Florida and the time I went to Vegas. That was only like a 2-week time span.
Well, my parents, they just got back from Mexico. They said that the customs was like a breeze. By the time you get done doing the zigzag in the you get up to the front desk. And so if you don't like standing in lines, go to Mexico now and we can help get you there.
Yep. We sure can.
Mm-hmm.
We'll put a link in the show notes or something.
Yeah, you should.
I totally should. Oh, I'm gonna. So
questions
from the book Luxevo app. Now, we talked about metrics just a little bit, but I've gotten quite a few unfollows. And I think this is probably what Heidi's talking about. Because there's so much content going out. The people that are not your raving super fans, they're gonna unfollow you, right?
Probably.
The people that just like it to like your page because they're being supportive or whatever, they're annoyed by it. You don't want them following you anyway because they're not booking a vacation.
Right. Yeah. I wouldn't get defeated on that.
No. No, I wouldn't either. It's
however,
okay.
If you are one of those people that need that validation and have to have all those likes, you can always go in to the app and slow it down and delete some of the delete is the term we use. I mean, we're not really deleting anything, but make it not show up on your page.
Right.
You could slow it down to go maybe once a week instead of once a day or even twice a day. So, but options. We want to give options to everybody.
For sure. That's what I like about it. You can add content. You can take it away. Even though it posts every single day, there's still additional content in there that you can post.
Yeah. Yes, there is. And, while we were doing the webinar pitch of this product, a lot of the people, not a lot, but a handful of the people in the chat box were asking about things like Ireland and Italy and all this stuff. And my response to them, which I think is full circle how we feel here at Luxevo, is that's something you kind of want to one-off, do yourself. This is you still need to jump into your page and maintain it and do that because as a whole, I don't think everybody wants a Ireland post going out because that's a whole nother beast.
Yeah, because if they don't know anything about Ireland and they got posts going up about Ireland and they get like 10 people that contact them that want to go to Ireland, talk about the overwhelm.
Right. So I mean, we think that the luxury travel, land-based, all of your high-end stuff, your Unico, Hard Rock, Nobu, the Blue Diamond Resorts,
and that stuff,
and sandals, all that stuff, higher commission, more chance of someone actually going to something like that.
Right. You want to make money.
Yeah, it just makes sense to do that.
You don't want to work so damn hard for it either.
And how about those landing pages that it has made for you?
Those are sweet. Okay, we didn't even mention the landing pages yet. So every one of those posts, if someone clicks on that post, it goes to a web page. Correct. And that web page has your face and your phone number and your email address, and it's all right there. And then there's a whole bunch of information about that place, whatever that place is they clicked on.
Mm-hmm. Now, in phase 2, it will be easy to get that landing page from the dashboard. But if you're savvy, you can, once you're on that landing page, say it's the Hard Rock Punta Cana, you can go up into the URL and copy it and paste it into a Word doc or a Google doc. And then you've got that landing page all the time. You can just share it whenever you want.
Yeah.
If you're savvy.
Totally. I've shared a few.
Yeah.
Different places.
So
they're nice. They're
it's basically, we wanted to get something out there, Yeah. We didn't want to sit on this for a year or so. Make it just this beautiful polished gem, and so Got to get it out
good.
there.
It's and I think those are way better than those just basic generic landing pages that we had.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Because
yes.
it's like, here's a bunch of families, maybe you work with families, like the people that want family vacations, you have a Nickelodeon one,
Mm-hmm.
just send them there.
Oh, yeah.
You know, if you have an
Right.
ad running for like family vacations, send them there.
Well,
If you have an ad running for honeymoons, send them to a El Dorado Maroma.
yeah, and the other thing is you can turn these posts that are published by the app into an ad on Facebook.
Yes.
So very
Ads. Let's talk about ads for a minute.
sure.
Because a lot of people are hitting the boost button. And we all
Right.
know that's probably not the best, most effective way to run an ad.
Boost is like, again, really bad R-rated analogy here, but boost a post is like doing a bump of Coke from someone who offers it to you at the party, whereas running a Facebook ad campaign is like getting a hookup and a bag of Coke that you like own,
Yeah,
and whatnot. And so I don't know. Boost is it's kind of
it's the
it's
freebie.
it's the freebie. It's the
Like,
$5 and
yeah.
let us just do it for you, Facebook.
Right.
Running an ad, you need to understand audiences and you need to targeting correct.
You don't want a Nickelodeon ad going to the honeymooners. You want it to go to the right people.
And then you complain and go, I spent $50 and got no clicks.
I know. Don't waste your money.
Yeah.
Like, do we have a checklist somewhere on like how to target?
It's just such a big conversation and so much to like learn.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to throw it all into one PDF and whatnot because it is so versatile.
It is,
the way that you can target, how you can.
Even just a basic demographics is going to go farther than hitting the boost button, though.
Yes, it is.
Like if you're running say you're running an ad for El Dorado Maroma, and you at least want to make sure you're targeting people that are engaged to be married, because
if
they
I
will
was
be
gonna
going
run
on a honeymoon. At least if you do that, that's an easy. At least you're hitting the right people because they're a couple. They're going to be traveling.
Yeah, if I ran an ad for Maroma, it would be ages like 38 to like 60. And it would have to be, people who are engaged because.
Or celebrating a very important anniversary.
Or celebrating. Anybody who, if they like a wine group or any kind of culinary thing, or this person likes Gordon Ramsay's page, so Facebook knows like to run, because it's a very culinary based resort also. So yeah, I mean, there's just you have to think before you just hit the boost button.
And for anyone that actually watched the Charisma training through COVID, they did a really good job of explaining the demographics for each resort. Yeah. I thought that was probably the most amazing part of the training.
Yeah, take all those notes and just fill them into an ad manager, and there you go.
Right. That would be a win for whoever wants to do that.
But
do it.
Any new person, I wouldn't say do the ad thing right away. You need to get immersed in how to even talk like a travel agent, how to walk and talk and act like one.
Like maybe learn how to pitch a sale.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about that for a minute. How many agents come into being a travel agent that have never been in sales?
I don't have that number, but probably a lot.
Probably a lot, yeah. Because I think the mindset behind coming on as a travel agent is I want to travel and I want to help people do that because it sounds fun.
Yes. Being one of the admins, obviously, on our Facebook pages, we've got the travel agents one, and then we have just our main Luxevo one. Right. A lot of messages have something to do with like, oh yeah, I'd love to do this. Do I get any deals or discounts on my own travel? And it's like,
well, if you sell and you're good at it, for sure.
Right. I think a lot of people just want the whole like, so I get like a card that everybody recognizes that like gives me 50% off of everything, right?
Yeah, if you have your sales high enough. There's always that if or that but. Like,
Yeah.
that's what they don't want to hear. No, God, no.
There's no family and friends card that we can just give you to get cheap travel.
I love it when my family's like, hey, can you book me with your rate? No, they're going to ask for a card when you show up. And if you don't have that, they're probably going to charge you double. So let's not do that.
Yeah, exactly.
All
Here's an
right.
idea: save your money and then just go on a nice trip. You know, because you deserve it.
Right. Or just earn your free nights. How about that?
True.
That's probably the best mindset people can have coming into this, I would guess, would be, okay, I'm going to work really hard and I'm going to earn those free nights because I sell that many nights.
Yeah.
I love it. And then your sales are up and then you can get your TA card and then you don't ever have to worry about it again. And no, it's not free. It's never free. You're still going to pay for your airfare.
Right.
You're still going to pay your travel agent rate for nights, even if you don't have them for free.
Business expense though, right?
That's right. That's right. My accountant was like, so we can't really deduct your meals. I was like, yeah, but it's all inclusive. So she's like, yeah, we'll just have to do it. Like, I'm a travel agent. Come on.
Yeah. True.
It's all marketing. I mean, you can link it 8 different ways to deduct it. Training, marketing. I should be able to deduct it 8 times.
Yeah, you should. You should find a way and then put a course together and tell people about how to do that.
I'm not an accountant though, so there have to be a lot of disclaimer.
Right.
I'm pretty good when it comes to taxes anymore. Thank God I have a good bookkeeper, or I wouldn't be.
So do you have anything else for me?
Do you think that like the YouTube channel is extremely beneficial?
If done properly, it can be very beneficial.
Okay. So,
example
yeah,
would be what we're doing with our YouTube account as an agency. We do these review videos. So, you know, take any time you're traveling and videotape your room and your resort and all this stuff. And we put it on YouTube, and YouTube is actually, I think it's surpassed Google as like the top thing that people use as a search engine. How to this, review of this.
Right.
What do I do when? Blah, blah, blah.
Do I fix my F up?
Yeah. So that's what we do is we strategically name our videos, and then people type in what they, you know, review of the Margaritaville in, you know, Mexico or whatever. Our video shows up, and then the people watch it, and we kind of direct them to get in touch with us. And that's all done for free, technically, because we're not just advertising and hoping someone bites on it.
So what would you say the top 3 things to do on YouTube would be?
Review videos. And it's hard to get your library of those built up because you do have to travel to do that. So you slowly build that. Another thing is just talk to the people about what you know. You know, people that play around in Vax, I think, and just randomly search, that's great because you're learning of resorts and pricing and all that stuff. And I don't ever let a search on Vax go to waste. Like, print that out or make it a PDF or like put it out there. Make it a post. Yeah. You know, like you've already done the research, so just throw it out there and see if anybody bites it. Even if they don't, maybe they like the idea, but they want to.
But you're also educating your people on how much this costs.
And it's showing that you are knowledgeable.
Right.
Which is another thing. People need to be able to trust you. So that's what I would use YouTube for, is review stuff, informational stuff, you know, vlogging whenever you do travel agent related events.
Yep.
know.
Like 3-day training.
Mm-hmm. Or fam
Like
trips
fam
or
trips.
anything. I mean, if you have a
Like
bridal
family
booth that you
vacation.
do, you could even vlog at like a trade show or something. I don't know.
I had never actually thought about doing a trade show like that. Because I do bridal shows off and on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. People will watch things, but you got to put it out there.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of people are afraid of doing that though.
And I'm going to go back to that saying, you got to get it started if you want to get it done.
That's right. Messy action is better than no action.
This is true. Ready, fire, aim.
Your bucket list. What do you have left?
New one that I have is,
we have a new
it's
one.
not like really far away, but like I want to go to the Nobu, Los Cabos. I know it's EU, or European plan, EP, but it's just so cool looking, and just wood and sharp lines, and it's like Japanese.
We have good agent rates at Nobu.
Do we?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that. I was building the landing page for it on the app, and I was like, good God.
I looked one day, especially if you've sold any.
Mhm.
Like their rewards are good. Like
Hmm.
yeah, Nobu's a good one to sell.
All right. I need to look into
We should
that.
probably just put together a group for Nobu.
Yeah.
See if we can fill it.
I would definitely, I'd be on that. I'd lead that. I mean, I wouldn't lead it, but
Is there any way to do? Okay, we need to strategize another time, but
yes.
we'll talk Nobu. But for anyone listening, Nobu, if you can sell it, the commission's great.
The clientele is great.
The clientele is great.
We'll probably come back.
They'll probably bring more friends.
Mm-hmm.
It should be on your to-do. So.
And if you have the Book Luxevo app, there are Nobu posts scheduled and going out. So,
Easy target.
look into it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then, of course, Norway. I've got to get out to Norway. Was going to do Norway, but then the COVID hit. And I'm also looking for someone to maybe fly there with me and whatnot.
The Luxevo gear is amazing, though. I think I need some new shirts because I think I've cut them all.
Well, we need to add some new shirts to the portfolio.
I don't have them all yet. And I got bleach on like the arm of the hoodie.
No.
I cried that day. So I got to get a new hoodie. Jeez. Put a link for that in the show notes too.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming.
Namaste. I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Peace
everyone.
and love.